Welcome back. Here we are on a Wednesday evening, and you know, John's finally back. Hasn't been here.
John's
in a while.
back.
Yay! And well, the coop is
broken
under the knife, and
yeah, we don't know it's broken yet.
Yeah, well, we've broken.
Well,
well, that's not true, is it? We have.
If you've seen the last video, I had we're investigating the tick, the knock, and the whole top end of the motor's apart for the second time, and we're still not close to finding the answer. So I'll bring you in and we'll show you what we got. All right, so intake manifolds off, rockers are off, push rods out, and we wanted to get as far as checking the lifters, but the problem is they won't come out of the 8.2 deck heads.
Because he doesn't have a Windsor, that's why.
He has a baby Windsor.
He's got a mini Windsor.
Yeah.
Prior to this, I took all the rockers off, all the push rods off, verified there was nothing wrong with any of the bearings, there was nothing wrong with any of the push rods, everything was tracking in the slots on the rocker tips. Those all look fine. I put it all back together, set all the lash, and everything was exactly the same. Still had the same tick or knock in the top of the intake manifold. So that was this last weekend. The guys are here today, and we've gotten this far, still not found a smoking gun. One thing I did find of consequence, but I don't know if it matters.
I think it matters.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be designed to do what it's doing.
We've noticed that it matters.
Let me put you in the hands of John here, and I'm going to try to get a little sciencey on some Terminator X.
Very sciencey.
Good.
It's taken us 3 goes to understand it.
I still don't understand it.
All right. I took all the spark plugs out and decided to investigate, turning the engine over, do a compression check, make sure there was nothing else wrong with the bottom half of the engine. I got to the number 7 spark plug, and when I pulled it out, so number 7 spark plug comes out, and the tip is a bit eroded, and some of the porcelain is missing. So this is how one should look. These are iridium NGK plugs, so you can see a little bit of how the tip is gone. This same thing happened on the previous 302 that was in here, where I'll show you a picture here of what happened. It was this was cylinder number 7, and cylinder 7 of the 302 destroyed the piston ring, and it just like shattered it into like 10 pieces. And it did the same thing twice. It totally destroyed a plug once, melted one down, and it did a little bit of a melt as well. It still ran okay, bent-aided the connecting rods in the motor, but that cylinder was down on compression. Now I see a symptom of that in this new 363.
Very expensive.
Which now has me concerned. I started investigating what could have caused the same issue on this engine. It's got the same turbo setup, the same top end, the same injectors, same ignition system, other than the long block is now different. Took an injector out on number 7, checked it. It seemed like it operated fine, still had plenty of flow. I ruled that out. I mean, they're 1,000cc injectors right here. Injector Dynamics ID1050Xs. So I don't think it was a fuel flow problem. Then I started looking into the firing order of the injectors, and I started running into all kinds of roadblocks. Trying to find the wiring harness schematic is nigh impossible because Holley doesn't put it out there of what pin goes to what injector. They just give you a harness.
And specifically, this is the Terminator X.
But this is one of the very first Terminator X kits they had for Foxbody. And with the new Holley software, you can do circuit testing where you could actually turn on an injector and listen to it click. And there's a few videos out there, even Holley's videos, showing that you can do this. You go up the laptop, open it up to a pin map, click on it, and you'll hear the injector. If you set the settings right, go click, 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 click. If you click on injector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I tried to do that, and none of the injectors would do what I wanted it to do. And I'm going back to check videos, and I'm looking at it, and it's like, okay, they're doing it. Why isn't it happening here? So I dig into Holley's own. And this came with the Terminator X harness. You need a microscope to read this, but this is the injector harness right here. And when you turn on an injector with their pin map, all it does is it applies a ground to said injector. I went to the engine, pulled the injector harness off, plugged in a number 5, turned on number 5 to test it, and nothing happened. So I went down 1 through 8, and it hit off number 6. So number 6 turned on number 5's injector. So I dug deeper, testing all 8, and what I found was 1 through 4 was correct, but 5 and 6 were swapped injectors, and 7 and 8 were swapped injectors. So, but evidently, somewhere along the line, the 5 through 8 bank of the engine had the injectors swapped. So if this was the case in the previous engine, I'm wondering if because the injector firing was now not sequential, was it not getting the fuel that it needed, properly atomized, getting sucked into the cylinder, which then maybe the fuel came out of suspension, was more liquid going in the cylinder, was causing misfires, was causing detonation, and was the reason why the piston ring went bad before, and the reason why we melted plugs, and the reason why I melted plugs again. I'm gonna make a more sciencey video about this coming soon, because I need to draw this out.
He's got a nerd out.
Yeah, this is above Pete and John.
So
I'm gonna be playing crossword or
I
something.
can't even follow the diagram because
I can't read it.
Can't focus on
my
it.
eyesight sucks.
well, 1 through 4 was sequential. I've never had a problem with any of those cylinders. I've always had problems with these cylinders. I think lower performance engines wouldn't have any real detrimental effects because they have what's called sequential injection, and then they have batch fire injection. But they say there's really no performance difference other than idle quality or things like that, but no performance difference at what performance level. And I don't like the fact that one side is sequential and one side's not. So I can't prove that is anything detrimental of why it caused it, but I certainly don't like it, and I'm going to correct it. So
Well, and you also have had trend analysis going on with the previous motor with number 7, and now we're having number 7 on the new one.
number 7 and 8, because with the firing order, HO motors, 1372, 6548. So 137, so 7's supposed to get fuel shot in when it's sucking air in for the intake charge, but really fuel is going on the backside of number 8 valve. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cylinders get fired off before valve 8 opens to suck its air fuel charge in, and then when that actually is doing that, then it's spraying fuel on the backside of number 7 valve. So then you have another 3 cycles before that valve opens to suck fuel and air in on number 7. So the fuel and air is sitting there, and with the dynamics of an intake manifold and the air charge, it could be sucking the fuel back out of the port, getting distributed somewhere else.
Yeah.
And or the fuel that's getting sprayed in there is now no longer atomized properly, reforming into liquid droplets, getting stuck to the port walls, the back of the valve, and it just going in as like liquid droplets, causing detonation and causing poor performance. So in my mind, this is a kind of a big deal at my performance level. So, and I'm not sure if this is widespread knowledge and if other people have had issues in the past. That's why I'm going to make a specific video about the fuel injector harness, making sure people check it and a way to test it for their cars. And it's something kind of quick and easy-ish to do as long as you understand. And it took me a while of looking stuff up on the internet, finding out how the laptop works and things like that, because you can't just find a good database of this information anywhere. It's not the issue of the knock that I don't think yet, but it is an issue that I found with my motor and my combination. So
It's a side issue. It's a big one.
yeah.
Or potentially a bigger problem than what the knock is. We just don't know yet.
Well,
But not to combine the issue with
Yeah. So we're digging into it. We can't get the lifters out. We verified all the rockers, all the push rods. The lifters seem okay, but I want to pull them out. And in order to pull them out, I got to pull the heads. So if I got to pull the heads, I'm going to take a better look at number 7, see if anything's weird's going on. If I got to pull the other one, it's going to be more of a pain because the exhaust manifolds on the turbo are just a pain.
Yeah.
But I only have like 350, 360 miles on this motor, and it's got a tick or knock that I got to fix. And I got to fix it early before I really drive it anymore. So here we are. Me being me, I can't let it go. I don't want to let it go to get worse or be something catastrophic.
On the other side, you can save another month's tax.
I don't even be longer than that.
That's one way to kick him in the ding ding.
Well, you know he keeps having to go at you about ordering them push rods,
Yeah, he does.
which he hasn't ordered. He hasn't ordered yet. Now we can have a go at Mike. So have you ordered them gaskets? Have you got them? Got this? Got that? Got that?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I just figured this out tonight. I got time. But yeah, I gotta dig
Well,
into this
July.
more.
We got to get it out, repaired, back in.
Is it the end of July? July 21st, 22nd?
It's
No.
third week, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it like
11th?
12th?
11th.
Yeah, that's what I... Okay, yeah.
11, 12, 13.
Well, I got 5 solid weeks. We'll get it done by, because I still got to get it MOT'd and taxed, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're not going to trailer this up
We
there.
can get all of the gaskets ordered.
Yeah.
You got to. It's what else we find inside, isn't it?
It's like there's no smoky gun yet.
Nope.
I mean, it'll give me a chance to look the heads over, you know, and look because it was a long block that I ordered and bought, built by a reputable shop. Something could go wrong. Did anything in the tune hurt anything else? Is there a lifter bad? Is there a piston rocking in the bore? I don't know. I got to figure it out, but I'm not looking forward to it. I could have been doing this all winter, and it happens now. Because the car's been sitting, I've been playing with motors, so.
Yes.
Well, that'll...
Other stuff getting in the way.
Next time you'll build your own.
So, anyway, the 408's ready to go out the door. Leaving this Saturday.
Sitting next to this beauty right now.
What, that anchor?
It's a beautiful anchor. It's a pretty polished anchor.
Dude, you get the parts for this. We can get it on the run stand here soon.
No, Mike, listen. Get him to order the stuff. Get it built. When we take that out, yeah, because he ain't going to be ready for it.
I need a bigger hood.
Yeah. And we'll take that off.
We still need headers for it too. There's that.
So there's our Wednesday update.
Yeah, Fox is abroad. Brings you-
Fox is abroad. We love our Wednesdays.
So we'll make some room here. Make some room for more parts to come out of the engine bay.
Yes.
He fired me from camera duty
Oh yeah.
because I was too busy focusing on my motor with it. He's like talking. I'm like,
Yeah, you detoured from the baby Windsor over to the anchor.
So if you bother to stick to the end, you know,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he probably
yes.
did.
I didn't bore you to death, but
No, that'll be the next video, Mike.
yeah. I'll be very monotone through the whole.
Well, it depends on how much money he knows he's gonna have to fork out.
He's going to do that video without us.
Yeah.
Because he won't be able to concentrate
No.
if we're in it.
No.
I'm gonna have to draw like 27 8
Yeah.
by 10 color glossy pictures with circles and arrows,
Yeah.
and paragraphs.
But we'll do our job and kick him while he's down the whole time. So
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
important part.
So, anyways, everyone, thanks for sticking around, and more to come soon. So stay tuned. See you later.